Basics of social bookmarking. At the point when discovered intriguing pages are then bookmarked to be perused through in detail sometime in the not-too-distant future. Let's begin. There are occurrences where these bookmarks are done as metadata, which permits the client to have some thought of the substance of the page without really having the entire data introduced or downloaded. The social bookmarking framework permits clients to spare connects to site pages with the aim of sharing the data inside the limits of a predetermined gathering inside the system. It additionally considers a mix of open and private areas to be labeled to the bookmark for additional conversations or reference. In some cases, this is additionally stretched out to draw inductions about the relationship of labels to make a bunch of labels or bookmarks. All these assistance the client of the social bookmark apparatus to increase helpful admittance to a combined arrangement of bookmarks from different various PCs, compose enormous quantities of bookmarks, and offer bookmarks with different contacts. Good happenings. Labeling the social bookmarking to a watchword or expression that is nearest to the title or in general subject substance will make the ideal conditions for the web indexes to perceive and get on the website. In having the option to carry the site to the consideration of the web indexes, the likelihood of the website being unmistakably situated on the web crawler page is unquestionably better and quicker. There is likewise the advantage of having the option to tag the bookmarked pages to a few web indexes at some random time. This will prompt the posting being broadly uncovered and perused by the ideal objective crowd. This will likewise make the validity expected to support the traffic and rehashed traffic, referrals, joint endeavors, deals. Using social bookmarking correctly with our step-by-step instructions. Utilizing any web advertising instrument to viably earn the ideal business compensation is consistently the objective to be accomplished. In doing so, the social bookmarking too has substantiated itself to have the necessary benefits expected to set up a site effectively. On the right way. A portion of the ways social bookmarking can be compelling are as per the following. Taking on an agreeable measure of destinations to work with is better than taking on something over the top and afterward being overpowered by it. The sum ought to be one where the quantity of social bookmarking locales can be effectively sensible. Social bookmarking should just be finished with destinations that are significant and share comparable substance that take into account a specific specialty. Irregular bookmarking won't have the bit of leeway that a more engaged bookmarking will deliver. Constantly having undated material to post is consistently a favorable position. This will guarantee the data picked up from the social bookmarking exercise has positive commitments to the site. Making the endeavor to as often as possible bookmark will make acknowledgement and the possibility for different clients to turn out to be more alright with the client. This will at that point make the trust in the material substance unveiled. Expanding the bookmarking destinations through enrolling the assistance of family and companion to become individuals is likewise another approach to guarantee successful social bookmarking. Making the significant changes that would guarantee the viability of the social bookmarking activity ought to be done oftentimes and persistently. Bringing in money with social bookmarking. Social bookmarking is turning into the decision of numerous with regards to expanding traffic to a site. Utilizing this new and intriguing instrument can emphatically affect the earning limit of a site. How to monetize our step-by-step instructions. Focuses to consider in guaranteeing social bookmarking as a feasible device to use for lucrative purposes. Creating a profile that is both intriguing and alluring will support other social bookmarking clients to be attracted to the site. Well-composed substance is consistently an appealing method to draw traffic. Regardless of how great the subject, item or service, this ought to be deliberately tended to as traffic is the income procuring point. Choosing the right and serious social bookmarking administration would guarantee a higher remaining in the web crawler's positioning, and clients will be keen on labeling onto the web page and further empower a lucrative situation. Getting C's by being dynamic is additionally another approach to guarantee cash is being made. Exchanging social bookmarks is additionally energized as it is one method of picking up and setting up new gatherings of like-minded individuals. Mind the competition. The rivals. Twitter, while perceived more as an informal communication site, in like manner as the most utilized social bookmarking site on the net. On the off chance that you consider how a ton of people retweet and offer connections, it's an extraordinary spot to discover material. Dig, notwithstanding late battles due in enormous part to a late site update, lets clients offer material a go-ahead or disapproval. In view of those convictions, news might be pushed to the top or base of a newsfeed, making well-known pieces more mainstream and lower-read pieces drifting more into obscureness, or turning out to be covered, maybe. Yuppie. Buzz gives article control for clients to connection to sites, stories, and more by subsequently raising their buzz, and dissimilar to a ton of the extra sites really encourages the client to alter the material. Tweet Image is the most well-known retweet site, and is the least demanding approach to share a story once you've found it on a site. A ton of clients of well-known news sites are now using the tweet image button when they advocate an article, and a ton of without knowing it. StumbleUpon is a self-charged, smart web crawler that sorts news found in your locale and your inclinations, so you may essentially discover news that is pertinent to you. It has a complementary toolbar that is coordinated into your internet browser, so when you're on a website you basically may offer it go ahead or down. Google Bookmarks utilizes Google's current reach to let you get at information any place you are with your current Google accounts. Things you should stay away from, so as to guarantee a specific level of accomplishment when utilizing the social bookmarking device to pick up income. One ought to know about the indiscretions of not utilizing the device accurately. What to not choose. Needing to streamline traffic to a site with minimal measure of cost, a ton of people will in general disregard the key components in what makes social bookmarking a triumph. There are a few focuses that ought to be maintained a strategic distance from, and coming up next are only some of them. Faking a crusade and afterward utilizing the social bookmarking device to pick up the enthusiasm of different gatherings isn't just stupid, yet can likewise make harm the notoriety and believability of the site proprietor. Understanding what is important to other people and afterward smoothing out one's own site to take into account that enthusiasm for another factor to consider. Abstain from belittling the enthusiasm of the expected clients of the social bookmarking stage. Posting destinations that are uninteresting or contain unimportant material to the current different locales on the social bookmaking stage will just aim the said site to be disengaged and unopened. Avoid being conflicting with the substance of the site, as those utilizing the social bookmarking device will normally tag unto destinations that intrigue them, which as a rule run along comparative lines of enthusiasm absent a lot of variety from these intrigue. Along these lines, continually changing thoughts or substance to random issues would make the potential guests be disappointed and irritated. Avoid sitting around or lingering when attempting to set up associations through social bookmarking. Wrapping up. Social bookmarking can get you a great deal of consideration, whether it is for site traffic or attempting to get individuals to buy an item. Ensure that you realize how to utilize this apparatus accurately and utilize the tips in this book to begin. Give your site and your business a lift today.